Hello and welcome to the Po- Pokemon Ultra Draft League Masterball Division. That's right, we're back for Season 3. Your St. Louis Arcalodons are here, and we're one away from winning everything last year, but came up short. But hey, new year, new me. New season, new me, everything else. I'd like to say this is just a little heads up in my first overall impression on my team. I feel like this is probably one of my stronger teams I have popped out. I don't know how I did it, but I did it. So we're gonna see what we get out of it though, because a lot of teams are good. So you know. So without further ado, here we have our round one pick. I was ninth overall. So you're thinking like, hey, you're not getting anything like amazing out of this, but hey, for some reason they gave me Iron Valiant, the fairy fighting type with great stat. Look at these things roll in. Uh, Great attack, great special attack, great mixed attacker in general. Very fast, especially with a booster energy. Defense is honestly not bad. HP and the specialty are a little worse, but this thing can like do anything. It's a great special attacker, great physical attacker, great mixed attacker. This thing, if you get put in the right positions, can absolutely 6-0 players, reverse sweep, anything you want. Let's look at something. Sorry, I'm just getting a little distracted, but this thing also does, I think it gets, what's it called, screens and stuff, so if I want to run that Encore, does it get screens? Do they have screens on this list? They should. Yeah, it does get screens, nice. But, it has everything you could probably want out of this thing. It's just very good Pokemon, very great. I am honestly amazed it got to me at 9. I have no idea how it got to me at 9, but hey, I'm gonna live with what I got, so. Next up on the list, we have a Steel to complement our Fairy in Golden Go. Round 2 Golden Go. We got our Ghost Steel, so that's very helpful. This thing's pretty much a absolute menace for any kind of removal. I think really the only ones that can do it are the like Haluchas and something else, but I don't remember what. Wheezing Galarian Wheezing, right? But yeah, but this thing is a special wall breaker here. Very good, has a lot of utility. Make It Rain's a great ability. For some reason they only let you they lower the attack by 1 instead of 2 like Draco, which doesn't make sense, but hey, I don't make the rules here. This thing is pretty tanky, decent speed, very good Choice Scarfer if wanted. Can run Trick, Choice Scarf, Nasty Plot. Hex, I think it gets Will-O-Wisp Hex. So we got all kinds of sets here. Ghost Steel is really a great type combination. Yeah, if you have any kind of Gen 9 Pokemon experience, you know this thing's like a damn menace, so yeah. Next. I don't feel like this is right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know why my list was wrong on my side screen here, but nonetheless, next up in our thing, we're getting a Gen 1 Pokemon so good, the champion had it twice. Dragonite. So, this thing is very good with Dragon Flying, very good stats, very good ability and multi-scale. So, it's pretty much its first damage taken at full is lowered. Very nice thing to have. Very good sweeper with Dragon Dance, Extreme Speed, or I think it gets Sword Dance too, honestly. Yeah. Thing is very good. Sadly, it can't terrestrialize, so you know, we'll live with it. But hey, it is what it is. What else can? This has 100 special attack too, so it's like not a slouch in special attack wise either. kind of weird to run it like that, but hey, it is at least an option. Gives me another option. I think you get some good special moves like Hurricane and such. Yeah. So, love this mon. Hopefully it does well. I haven't seen it used. I don't feel like I've seen it used much in the first 2 seasons, but that could just be me not paying attention like I usually do. Uh, so next on the list, our 4th round pick. We're getting a Gen 9 mon, going from Gen 1 to Gen 9, and Ogerpon-Hearthflame. Yeah, that's right. Somehow round 4 Ogerpon-Hearthflame. That's like crazy to me that this thing dropped this far, because this thing is just good. Sadly I have to run it with the helm, the face mask there, but it had a really good ability in Mold Breaker. So if you want to bring like a well-baked body Dash Bun, it does not help you against a Ivy Cudgel, a very strong offensive fire type. What else could you ask for? So it's also a grass type, because my first 3 mons, I got the Fairy Steel Dragon Core that you'd like to see out, and this is a fire grass. So, oops, I forgot to put the stats up. Oops. Which fire grass? So it started at the start of the fire water grass core you like to see in draft. As you can see, good speed, get to a max of 350, which I think most people usually run. Of course, as this is draft, you can mix and match your speed tiers if they don't have anything you want to outspeed at 110. So like, I don't know, if they have 115 Pokemon, you might as well say, he's probably going to speed me at 110, so I'm just going to go down to the next guy, and that may be 100, so you get a couple extra EVs out of it. No special attack that's worth mentioning, but very good attack, Sword Stance. This thing is an absolute menace if it gets going properly. One of our owners, and also, which does remind me, thank you to Shiro for the Google Doc with all these nicely animated sprites that are really look amazing. But Shiro, I believe last season in one of the leagues, got a 6-0 sweep with this thing like in 10 turns, so you know it can really put in work. So hopefully I can even do half of that, because, you know, that'd be nice. So, what are we next now? Round 5? Okay. So round 5, we got the nice and versatile Gen 1 mon Mew. So far, all my Pokemon have been Gen 9 and Gen 1s. So Mew here, you know, pure Psychic, sadly can't Terastallize, so kind of ruins a bit, but it's 100 across the board, babies. What else could you ask for? It can do anything. Gets most moves in the game. I don't think it gets no removal, sadly, but hey, I got other mons for that. But it pretty much do anything I want. It gets really, like I keep saying, it pretty much gets every mood you can possibly wish for. Its only weaknesses are Dark, Bug, and Ghost, which not great, but hey, it is what it is. But nevertheless, I think it's a very good mon. I would like to use it very well. It's pretty much impossible to prep for, because once again, 100 across the board every move. You can literally, if I want to bring it bulky defensive, I can. If I want to bring it bulky especially defensive, I want to bring it a physical attacker or a special attacker. It literally can do anything, so there's almost no point in prepping for it sometimes. And just hope it doesn't do, hope they don't bring something that, you know, walls you. Yeah, I can spend all day talking about this thing, but we're going to be moving on just for, you know, time's sake. What's next? Round 6? Round 6, we're bringing the coolest guy, Crocodile, great ground dark type. Very good attack stat. Absolutely amazing. Moxie is an ability, also Intimidate. It's both two very good abilities. Defense-wise, it's not impressive, but it does its job. Good speed tier at 92. Gives me a good balance there in between my Pokemon. What it also does is I can run Choice Scarf, Moxies, things like that to really start sweeping. Crunch, Moxie, Choice Scarf is a very good combo. You see it in ladder play all the time. Anchor Point is not an ability I probably use very often, but hey. But it's a good ground dive to have. It's very strong physical attacker. It does its job very well. And I'm excited to use it. I wanted to use it the last couple years, but I haven't had a chance. Just due to having to conserve points elsewhere. So, round 7. We got the Hisuian Braviary, which is going to be fun. A Psychic Flying type with some decent stats, good health, a little slow. But it's got a way to do that, like Agility and Esper Wing raises speed. Sheer Force, Tinted Lens are both very great abilities. A Sheer Force or Tinted Lens Hurricane does massive damage to most things. Now, this Pokemon has not been able to Terra the last couple seasons, I don't think. But we allowed it this year, but with a complex ban. So it is my Terra Captain for the season. You're getting a Flying Fairy Steel type. Now back to the complex ban. We got the complex ban of I can Terra it if I don't have Tinted Lens. So I pretty much have to run Sheer Force, which is still a great ability. But if I want to run Tinted Lens, I can, but I cannot Terra it. If I read that correctly, that is how it should be. I believe I'm correct. I read over this a bunch of times. Tinted Lens banned when Terra'd. Okay, yeah, makes sense. You get the idea. So if I Terra this thing, I cannot have Tinted Lens as an ability. So if I bring Tinted Lens as an ability 1 week, that means I cannot Terra it in that game. Now there's really no way to check that, but I'm not going to betray the trust of everyone in the league because that would just be scummy, and I'd rather not be known for that. So, as I was saying, good special attack, very strong abilities, Psychic Flying. Since I can Terra out of it, it looks pretty good. I like the Flying Fairy Steel. Terra Flying Hurricanes will hit things like an absolute truck. Cause a lot of issues for any of my opponents. It has a pretty good health stat. Is it my highest health stat on my team? Tied for highest, but okay. Defense could be a bit better, but hey. So, round 8, next round. We decided to pick up the Grounded Poison and Grafaiai. You might remember him from Season 1. Sadly, I dropped him. I probably won't this season, but we'll never know. Very good Prankster Unburdened kind of Pokemon, Poison Normal, so I do have a Ghost immunity. I have a couple go through this too, but that is whatever. It's not the great, it's good speed. Decent attack. No, not really bulky, but its main thing is like a Unburdened Sweeper. And, or a Prankster Annoyance, so let's say I got in a bad matchup with like Iron Valiant versus another, or Dragon, I don't know, Dragonite versus a Glastrier. You pretty much, they know I'm switching out to something, so they might choose to set up like with a curse or something. And I can go out to Grafaiai and hopes they do that, and then I can click Encore, and then they just have to keep cursing. And since I am a Prankster curse, there is no setup move that shall be, well, other than the fact that I'm faster than Glastrier anyways, so it may not be the best example. I think a better example would probably be like a Frostmoss, because that thing can be, after a couple Quiver Dances, can be faster normally than a Grafaiai, but you get the idea. I pretty much force them to keep setting up even if they don't want to. Guaranteed. So, it's very good for setup bonds. I don't... let me look. Does Grafaiai get Toxic Spikes and stuff? It does not get Toxic Spike. Wait, they ground it. Does it get Toxic? It does get Toxic, so I can be annoying with it. It is what it is. But yeah. Next on my list of Pokemon is round 9 Pokemon. I got another big guy in Colossal. So Rock Fire. Uh, I think this good pretty bulky mon, pretty defensively bulky. Not bad defense, especially defensively. It's a good fairy switch in at the very least. It does get Rabbit Spin. Flame Body is a good physical move ability to get some burns off, maybe help Roland go out in the long run. It's a stealth rocker, spiker, rapid spinner. Speed is absolutely terrible in 30, but we'll ignore that. It is actually one of the few mons that gets scald still nowadays, so that's fun. This is my second pair captain, was Fire, Water, Fairy. Water is ideal here because if I get hit by a water or fire move with my ability Steam Engine, with the ability Steam Engine, you can gets max speed at plus 6. So with that 4 times, so it's still a colossal and be extremely slow, but hey, it could be scary. It could be very scary pond to deal with. It can't be if I have it out there, you can't click some physical moves as easily as you would like. Okay. So now we're off to round 10. We got our man Samurott, pure water type. It is not the better Hisuian Samurott. It is a normal water Samurott. What is that, Unova? Decent attack, decent special attack, not great speed. It is a water type, which is fine. It's what, 3 points? Yeah, it was 3 points on our tier list, so yeah. It can, I guess, be a bulky. Nah, I don't really consider it a bulky water, but it can be ran that way if I so desired. Might be a little lackluster at it, but hey, it does what it's supposed to. It comes in, and I don't even know what it does truthfully, but it's there. I'll make something work. I don't know. I truthfully didn't look at its abilities, so we'll see what I get. It gets Brick Break, Alkalo Jet, things like that. Truthfully, I don't know what else it does. Oh, it gets knockoff. That's nice. Okay, I can work with this thing. Seems fun. I needed a water type, so I picked it up. But it can do its thing. I don't usually know. I haven't really looked into it. I just needed the water type, and I saw it there at the 3 pointers. And I had 6 points left at this point, so you know. So for my last mon, round 11, I picked up another 3-pointer. This is kind of a way to finish off the grass, water, fire core that you like to see. That's our grass, dark, cacturn here. So this thing, it's slow as hell, but it gets good priority in Sucker Punch. It gets a nice ability in Water Absorb, so you know you can into water. You know, grass is technically already. I think grass already resists water, but nevertheless, it can be run as a physical and/or special because these have some pretty good special and physical attacks here. At 115, it's a little bit frail, but hey, it is what it is. Frail and slow, so Sucker Punch is probably his main job here. Maybe if I have a huge water team come in, I might bring it to, you know, do a little bit there. But other than that, that is the team for the Pokemon Ultra Draft League. Look at all these guys. Honestly, I like this team a lot. I think it has a lot of... might be a bit top heavy with Iron Valiant, Golden Gold, Dragonite, Ogerpon, Mew, and Crocodile, but that's literally... and Braviary. I think those 7 are going to be like the main forces, and the 4 last ones might come if needed, when I need them. Depending on what I see in front of me. But I do plan on using them all at one point this season, because that's how I like playing it. I usually don't drop anything until I use everything at least once. Win or lose. hopefully it's a good season, because once again, this is Masterball division, so we do have the nice and fun regulation system in play. So bottom 2 go down, top 2 go up in the lower division, Ultra Ball. And once again, I don't really like calling it a lower division, because by all means, there's plenty of good players down there. It's just where we put the new people who just joined the draft league. So you get the idea. Eventually it'll sort itself out, but it's only the second season, so it's probably not well sorted yet. But we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I think Iron Valley and Golden Go, Ogerpon and Dragonite main four can probably win at least a couple games by themselves, just because they're such good mons. But that's the team for the season. Hopefully we have a fun one. Sorry I haven't been making a lot of videos lately. I got sick COVID a couple weeks back, and really hasn't been fun. I still have a freaking cough for today, and it's hard. It's hard, but we're back. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna hopefully win some games with some cool mons I wanted to use for a while. So yeah, I think the season starts in a couple days here, so next week should be game 1. That should be fun. Well, see ya then. Have a good rest of your week or day whenever you watch this.